Do you remember this pop culture moment?
Nicki walked off the set. If I had a I would that.
Welcome to Pop Culture Paint Lessons, where I paint iconic moments in pop culture history and tell you all the drama. In 2012, Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey had one of the most public feuds while guest judging on season 12 of American Idol. Mariah Carey is an iconic pop and R&B singer who has never shied away from being shady towards anyone she doesn't like. Famously known for being a diva, she had a very public rivalry with J-Lo that I covered in a previous paint lesson. Nicki Minaj is another music icon that has never strayed away from getting involved in a little beef, especially lately at the time of recording this. In 2009, Nicki Minaj had just skyrocketed into mainstream success after the Young Money single Bedrock she was featured on was released and eventually peaked at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. At the same time, Mariah Carey had just released her 12th studio album, Memoirs of an Imperfect Angel, featuring the massive hit Obsessed about her decade-long feud with Eminem, which I've also covered here. On this album, there was a second diss track directed at Eminem that was quickly becoming a fan favorite called Up Out My Face. Mariah and her record label acted quickly to get Nicki on a remix of the song and release it as a single for Mariah's upcoming remix album titled Angel's Advocate. This was technically only the 5th song Nicki had featured on in her career and was really a jumping off point for her. On January 26, 2010, the song was released and peaked at number 100 on the Billboard Hot 100, but the fans and critics both ate it up. However, the Angel's Advocate remix album was shelved by Mariah's record label and would never see the light of day. Instead, Mariah went on to release a second Christmas album titled Merry Christmas to You. Throughout 2010 and 11, Nicki took over the mainstream with her own singles, features, and her debut album Pink Friday all topping the charts. In 2012, season 11 of American Idol featured judges Randy Jackson, Jennifer Lopez, and Steven Tyler. On July 3rd, 2012, Mariah Carey signed a deal that she would be replacing J-Lo on the next season, which is ironic given their history. Then, in September 2012, Nicki Minaj was rumored to make the list of possible judges alongside Miley Cyrus, Katy Perry, and Keith Urban. Ultimately, Nicki and Keith would both join Mariah and Randy Jackson. As Nicki was confirmed, rumors began to swirl that Mariah was saying some nasty stuff about Nicki behind her back, to which Nicki denied because she thought they were friends since they've collaborated in the past.
I heard them saying Mariah doesn't want you on the panel, but I was like, no, I'm friends with Mariah.
Mariah shot down any beef rumors at the judges' press conference in New York, claiming that a feud takes a little longer than 2 days to start. A little longer turned out to only be 2 weeks in, aka episode 3, when they were judging auditions in North Carolina. On October 2nd, Mariah continued making snide comments to Nicki, and she finally had enough.
When you said you did the country thing, Keith got mad. Did you grow up listening to country music? Do you love it? Is it your passion?
I mean, I grew up singing all sorts of stuff, but whenever I decided to pursue music, it was country music.
I agree with Randy that your voice seemed to work well in terms of like, okay, if you were going to sing country music, I could hear that in your voice. And I think you have a really clear, clean, pretty voice.
Thank you, because for a minute I thought it was like a country music debate. Like, I mean,
you were like, where am I in the court of country?
Why are we like picking her apart, like, because, you know, of a country comment? I mean, you guys make comments about everybody in the pop, you know, in popular music all day nonstop.
Who's you guys?
Not you, Keith. Randy and Mariah. And
Really?
yeah.
Is that what I do?
Yeah, you guys
When
do.
someone says, "Oh, I thought I did the hip hop
Baby,
thing,"
I'm
you're trying to help her
"Oh, I did
because
the hip hop
No,
thing."
but I feel like we're kind of like we're going into. Are you
I'm
country?
sorry.
Are you
It's
country?
just that
Do you like
that's what I
country?
do,
Do you like country?
Nicki,
And I
and
kind
I
of feel
sing.
like we're
So
making we're,
when I'm
what
making
we're making
comments,
her
I'm
do.
trying to help her.
We're
We're trying to
actually
help her as
making her-
opposed to just
Well,
talk about
I'm gonna
her
continue to
outfit.
speak.
Of course, you
what
always
we're
do.
almost
Go ahead.
actually doing is like scaring her into lying. Like she said what she said. She has every right to say that and feel that. You have a great voice.
she didn't walk in here
But-
claiming
but-
country.
And I knew that.
She
That's
said,
why I
"Oh, I
asked.
did the
That's why
country
I
thing,"
Then
and
we
I'm like,
kept on
"Baby, you're a
trying to
country
make
singer."
her claim it, and
I really
But
wasn't,
then we're
but-
forcing her to claim something, and I understand.
Trying to help her.
Well, my view is that we're kind of like making them change their minds.
No,
you know,
she
what
can be
you
whoever
said.
she
I
wants
think
to
it's
be.
asking who she is.
Watch the tape back and you'll understand.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that what
In my
you do?
expertise.
Is that what you do?
In my
Yes.
No,
Really?
that's an absolute
So
10,000
you watch the
times
tape
yes.
back
She's going to
every night.
Hollywood. Yes.
Yay, Hollywood!
All right.
I love
Make sure you wear a
this
hat.
moment.
No matter what Nicki thinks, your voice still fits better in country.
It
See you
fits
later,
perfect in
Hollywood.
country. See you there.
Just trying to help you a little
Yay,
bit.
country.
30 years, a little help, insight.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry. I can't help her. Maybe I should just get off the piano.
Every word she said was a yodel. What do you think that fits in?
Let me get off the piano.
Nicki's mad. She's walking out.
In a video leaked to TMZ, Nicki snapped on Mariah, which was obviously edited out of the episode. From the American Idol viewer's perspective, it just seemed like a catty fight, but what happened off-screen was much more dramatic. On October 4th, Mariah called Barbara Walters for an interview about the incident, claiming that Nicki threatened to aim a certain weapon at her and pew pew, you get it. She told Barbara that she had to hire all of this extra security because she did not feel safe showing up to film Idol.
She said that when Nicki walked off the set, multiple people heard Nicki say, "If I had a gun, I would shoot that." Ooh. Did you take what she said seriously?
It felt like an unsafe work environment. Anytime anybody's reeling threats at somebody, you know, that's just, it's not appropriate. Sitting there on the road with 2 babies, I'm not going to take any chances. So yeah, I did hire more security.
Nicki took to Twitter after to address the allegations in a tweet that said, "Hey y'all, let's just say Nicki said something about a pew pew. People will believe it because she's a black rapper. LMAO. I'll hit up Barbara and milk it." Nicki went on Ellen and even confirmed that she was over the feud, claiming that she couldn't hold a grudge against Mariah because she grew up loving her and her music.
I went there and I kind of started feeling a little bit of like the shade. And I just kind of like overcompensated by being crazier. And I don't think that really...
That didn't work?
No.
She didn't like the crazier?
No, I think that...
You thought, I'll make you sorry. I'll show you. So...
Kind of, not like that, but I just was like, you know, like if you know someone maybe doesn't like you, it's kind of like, now you're gonna like really like go in and show, hey, because it's like a defense mechanism, you know what I mean? Because it's really that your feelings are hurt and you can't believe it, so then you kind of like just compensate with being crazy.
Right, and poor Keith Urban is right in between you two. I mean, he's the sweetest guy in the world, and he was. So now, how are y'all getting along?
But we're fine. Like, I cannot hold a grudge against Mariah Carey. Like, what people don't understand is that I've looked up to her, like, for so many years. Like, since she came out, Vision of Love, all that, like, me and my mother would sing her songs, like, all day and all night. So I don't know if she's gotten over it, but I have. I mean, like, I'm over there, like, cracking up, laughing, and having fun, and, like, if she's still holding a grudge, I don't know. Like, I don't care.
All of the dust seemed to settle around their feud, only participating in comical banter on the show.
We won't let her go to the ball.
Yeah, because I'm Cinderella.
Wow.
I'm Cinderella, darling. Yeah, so act
To the pole or to the ball?
No, but we've switched it,
Just
so
off the
we're
top of your
both
head,
Cinderella
Mariah.
and she's the evil sister.
Thank you, Johnny Five.
What
Carrie,
I think is...
I was about, see? You are so beat out to cut the kid.
Y'all were thinking the same
I was
thought.
about to hand it out to you.
Welcome to the family, Johnny.
Let me give it to my co-judge.
No, I was about to say Carrie.
Oh, and I was about to say beep. Anyway, Johnny.
Thank you, Carrie.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Carrie.
Name I won't say in case there's little kids watching the show because it's such
sit down. You're
down,
dismissed.
lady.
So Johnny Five.
such a sweet girl.
Until April of 2013, when Mariah took a jab about Nicki not having a #1 on the Billboard Hot 100.
14,000 songs. Oh, no. So you must think that I agree with Nicki and
you agree with the
and the entire panel in saying, again, back to the Billboard Hot 100 #1 song, which you just performed, which is difficult to get. Not everybody has that. To their credit, to your credit, you did a great job.
Nicki took to Twitter to stir the pot even more, saying, all them number ones but J-Lo's phone's ringing? LOL. I guess having a personality, being a secure woman, and giving genuine critiques still trumps that. Allegedly, American Idol producers wanted to bring Jennifer Lopez back because this current season's ratings declined significantly. Nick Cannon, Mariah's then husband, went on to claim that the Idol producers fabricated the drama to increase ratings, even lying to Mariah about the pew-pew comment Nicki made during auditions. Idol producer Nigel Lethgo came forward claiming that the feud was not fabricated and was a nightmare situation, and that Nicki was not the problem at all. Since the end of their season, Mariah has made quite a few shady comments directed at Nicki, similar to how she still talks about J-Lo.
I'm quick to check a bitch if she is out of line. Are you the bitch she's singing about?
Don't know what she's saying. I didn't know she sang. I thought she rapped or whatever.
Unlike Mariah, Nicki hasn't mentioned the feud since being on the show, but she did sing a snippet of Mariah's song My All on her Queen radio show.
I give my all.
Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj had one of the most public celebrity feuds in history that even President Obama weighed in his opinions on it. And none of this would have happened if Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj didn't judge more than American Idol contestants.